Hey guys, welcome back to an episode of TerraFirmaCraft. So today, if you remember, we left off just having made some clay molds and we were turning them into ceramic. We've got a couple more in there right now. We've got 2 more left to do. But while those are cooking up, I want to show you something, and that is a set of bellows. Fairly simple to make. You just need some planks, 6 to be precise, 3 pieces of leather, and you get your bellows. Now your bellows you want to place down next to your fire pit, and I'm going to get some more logs here because I'm probably going to need to collect some more. Let's that's the fire starter. Let's put some more logs in there. The bellows you want to place down next to your fire. Now I just placed those wrong. Let's get those back. There we go, that's better. Now, if you see, you've got on the fire pit itself, you've got a little temperature gauge, and obviously the higher, the hotter the fire is, and the quicker things cook. And some things need certain temperatures to actually melt or cook or do whatever you want to do. So a bellows essentially allows you to increase that temperature. Now, if we look, it's 1, 2, 3, I don't know, maybe 4 little ticks or lines from the bottom there. So we're going to put our last clay mold in, and we're going to hold down right click on the bellows, and this pumps the bellows, and you have to keep holding it down for it to have effect. But hopefully after doing this for a minute, we'll see, you know, not a huge increase, but a small increase in the temperature of the fire. Let's check it now. There you go, it's gone up like 1 tick, but now that I've stopped, it's going back down. So you can use this to increase the temperature of your fire pit, to cook things quicker. So it's pretty handy to have, and it's very, very simple to make. And that looks to be about the maximum we're going to get, I think, from this fire pit. With the wood that we're using, at least. Yeah, it's gone up about 1 tick, which isn't too bad at all. We'll keep doing this now until our last clay mold is done. And what we're then going to do is hopefully melt some of the minerals that we've collected into these ceramic casts. Let's put some more wood in here. We're putting some chestnut in. And while that's going, let's I don't actually need to do that for those metals. Sorry, for those ceramic pots, but let's get some sphalerite. Now we've got 4 here. We've got 4 clay molds, so that'll work out nicely. There we go. Now we're going to put 2 molds in the bottom here. And we're going to put some sphalerite at the top, put some more wood in there, and you can see that's warming. And after a minute or so, we'll give the bellows a pump as well. We should get a mold. Yeah, only 1 of them. I don't know why I've put 2 in, but you know, why not? Now it's hot at the moment. Now there's different levels of staging. There's like warming, warm, hot, very hot, then there's like they've got the subsections like hot star or very hot star, and it goes up to like very hot and 4 stars after it. So you've got a little while to go yet. But what we're hopefully going to do after this is create an anvil. Now I'll show you how to do those. Okay, so that's going to change to very hot in a second, and then we'll have like, there you go, and then it'll go to very hot, 1 star, 2 star, and then 3 star, and then it should become liquid. All the metals have different melting temperatures, just like they do in the real world, so you have to kind of bear that in mind. This one is, and not all the metals can be burnt in a fire pit. Some of them you need bloomeries for, which you know, we'll get to eventually. It'll take us some time. Okay, so we have 2 stars on there, 1 more star, and it should nearly be done. How much wood? Oh, we're out of fuel. Let's put some more wood in. Okay, there's our 3rd star, so it should turn into liquid any second. Literally, it should fill up one of these casts, and sometimes they take there you go. But can you see it's got a little like damage bar on it? You need to wait until that's full. If you take it out before, I believe you can screw things up. So you need to wait. Can I put some more? Maybe you just need more of these actually per faint red. Unshaped zinc. Maybe these clay molds take more than one. It's more than possible. But we'll leave these. We'll put some. We'll put one more log in, and we'll leave these cooking. Let's have a look. Because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head underground, and I'm going to show you what you need to do to make an anvil. Now, metal anvils are obviously the goal, but right now we can't work metal, so we need to get a stone anvil, which is the most basic. And what you need is actual stone blocks, igneous blocks like this. And the only way to get them, because obviously when you break a block with your pickaxe, you don't get a block. You get well, we didn't get anything there, but you get these little rocks. So we need the blocks. To get the blocks, essentially what you have to do, and you have to be careful here, I don't get any cave-ins, but you have to dig all the blocks around the block that you want. So we're going to go for this block right here. So we need to make sure that all the blocks touching it are dug out. And there's only one left touching this one now, which is this one in the middle here. And when I dig out this block, you'll see this block fall whole. There it is. And we need 7 of those, so I need to get a couple more. And again, I need to be careful I don't have any cave-ins here. I don't have any more support beams on me. But what I can do, I could probably put some more of these here to make it look really ugly. You can remove these later, so we'll do that just because it looks messy. You can get them from any side. They don't have to be from the walls. You can get them from the floors. And there's my pick gun, but I've got some spare pickaxe heads, so we're good. Get them from the floor. You can get them from the ceiling. You can get them anywhere, and you just need to dig out all the blocks that are touching it. There's another one, and let's go for this one. There's another. And we need, actually I think it's only one more we need. And this should be our last one. Oh, no, gotta get this one underneath. There we go. Okay, that's our 7. Let's go back up to the top. We'll see how the sphalerite is cooking, and hopefully we can make an anvil. Now, anvils are very, very complicated. So I may not get all the details right, so bear with me on that. Let's see how this is doing. Okay, so it looks like you need quite a bit of these sphalerite pieces to actually fill a mold. Let's get some more wood. So that's fine, we'll leave that. So I think the anvils are crafted quite simply with 3 along the top, 3 along the bottom, and then 1 in the middle with an eye shape essentially, and you get a stone anvil. So we'll put this out by our fire pit. And there it is. And you need a hammer, which we made in the last episode. And from this then you can actually work metals, but obviously we need to get these full first. I think if you take them out when they're not full, that kind of effectively ruins it. So I'll probably skip ahead cooking these guys. You don't want to watch me cooking these for 10 minutes. And I'll bring you back in a second. Welcome back, guys. Wow, that took a long time. I made a whole bunch of ingots, and I screwed up as well. But it's good because I can demonstrate to you what not to do. You see that there's an ingot in there now with a full green bar. Do not take those out. You have to wait for the damage bar to completely disappear. So I need another, what are they called, sphalerite or whatever they're called, before I can take that ingot out to completely fill it. Because once they're full, the bar disappears like it does on these. I made the mistake of taking one out beforehand, accidentally, before I thought it was full, but apparently it wasn't. And now that's useless, at least as far as I understand. So be careful with that. Make sure that bar is completely gone before you take it out. Now, on to the complicated part. And I know so little about this. I made an extra hammer just in case. But we've got our stone anvil here. And I'll just quickly cover what each part of it is, as far as I'm aware. Like I say, I'm a bit of a noob, so bear with me. So, when you right-click on the anvil, you get this interface. Now, this is my understanding of it. This empty slot here is where you put the metal that you want to work, and that can be an unshaped metal like we have right now. It can be ingots, or it can be pieces of armor. So those go in this slot. Now this slot with like a piece of paper on it, that's where you put a plan. Now you can create plans, not really sure what they're for. I'm guessing it makes things easier to make in the long run, but we haven't got that far. I think I know how to do them, so maybe we'll do that next episode. This one here is if you want to weld two items together, you put them in these two spots. Obviously, we've not got into that yet. Item 5 is where if you put two items there to weld, that's where they appear after you've successfully welded them. Now, let's have a look. These red ones down here are different moves you can perform on the metal, and when you hit any of the red options, it moves the red arrow to the left, and if you hit any of the green ones, it moves them to the right. And I'll cover that a bit more in a second. This one here is where you put your hammer, and if you're welding, in this one you can put something called flux. Again, we haven't really got into that. And then you can just barely see on the right it says rules. Now depending on what you're trying to do, it'll give you some rules. So let's put our unshaped zinc in. Okay, so first of all you'll see that the red bar has moved. The red little dot on the line there. Now basically our goal is to get the red and the green lines to line up, but you've also got to comply with the rules, which basically say that the last 3 moves that you make have got to be hits, so they've got to be these red hits here. So you have to take that into account. So we need to get the red marker 3. We have to kind of predict our actions. It's pretty complicated, I'm not gonna lie. So I could well screw this up, but we're gonna give it a go. So we're trying to get the red to line up with the green and make the last 3 moves that we do hits. Now I don't know how many moves you can do. It is possible to overwork metal. So yeah, we'll just kind of see how it goes. Let's go for a heavy hit, and that did nothing. Oh, do you know what I think we need to do? I think we need to heat our metal back up because it's too cold now. Yeah, we do. We need to heat our metal back up. I took so long to do it that our metals have cooled down. Damn it! So God knows how long it's going to take to warm these up. I'm not sure how warm they need to be, but they have to be fairly warm. I think it's different for each type of metal. Like right now we're using zinc, which I think has to be I think it has to be just very hot. So right now it's hot, so the next stage we should be able to work it. So it shouldn't take too much longer actually. Okay, we have to go up a few stars here. Hopefully now you guys will see, how much more involved this TerraFirma mod is compared to Minecraft. It's, much more realistic, and that's kind of what they're going for. Okay, we're about to hit very hot, so let's just leave it in there for us a few seconds longer, just so that it doesn't cool down too quick. Okay, now it's very hot. Let's take it out and see if we can work it now. Got a hammer in there. Okay, so let's go for a heavy hit. Light it. Draw. What am I doing wrong here? Is it still... Oh, it's cooled down again already. God damn. It's cooling down too quickly. Maybe I need to make it a fair bit warmer than minimum. Alright, I'm going to heat this up, guys, and I'll bring you back in a second. Let's try again before it cools down. So we're just going to do 3 light hits. There's one. Okay, so it's the green bar we're moving, so I need to go the other way. And we can keep doing these, I think. Now, it is possible to overwork them, so you have to be careful. Now let's try doing 3 light hits. Okay, there we go, we did it. And we've got a zinc ingot, very hot. Now they don't have to line up perfectly, but they have to be pretty close. So let's try doing a couple more. Now the item that I want to make requires quite a lot of metal, so I don't think we're going to be able to do it this episode. So I think, because I mean that's the thing. I mean, you know, like most of these items, as far as I'm aware, to craft, it's not like 2 ingots for a sword. At least I don't think it is. I mean, let me try and make a shovel with this zinc ingot. I'm guessing it's not going to work. You know, traditionally, the way you'd normally make one, yeah, it's not going to work. So like to make like a shovel, you probably need like 15 or so, or 10 or 15 pieces of these ingots. So that's quite a lot, really. Considering how much time it all takes. So I'm not too sure if there's anything we're going to be able to make this episode, because I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 potentially, and I don't think there's anything that we can make with that. What I did want to make was a saw. I mean, maybe we can do that in the next episode. A saw is actually a pretty handy thing to have, but I just don't see me being able to make one at the moment, just because I don't have enough materials. I'd really like to make something with these before we finish. Let's see if we can work that. Our hammer does lose durability, as you can see. So we'll just do some of these random ones now. Again, because I'm cooking the same metal. Oh, I can't use those 3. Let's try. Oh, damn it! Does it cool down too much again? So you have to be careful. I might have overworked it. I don't know. There are some quite intricate rules on how you have to work metal and stuff, and I've probably not really figured them out yet. But the metal does cool down really quickly as well. Let's go to sleep. So I think what we'll probably do is I'll do one more, and then I'll try and get some more before the next episode, and hopefully we can do some more stuff then. Okay, we'll do one more punch, then there you go. 2 ingots. Oh, you can't stack them. Well, it could be just because that one's very hot. But let's put those in there. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we've got 3 left. Plus that one's ruined. Plus there's another one there. Once I can find one more of those minerals. So we're on our way, guys. It's just, you know, it's much more slow progress than, you know, regular Minecraft. But you know, that's kind of what it's all about. It's supposed to be more realistic and more difficult. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. I'll speak to you soon.